Welcome, greetings. Let us look at what we are given here. We are given a pentagonal pyramid. We are required to complete the sectional top view, sectional left view, and true shape. The first step that you need to do to draw this, you need to first start with the top view. So you have the base of your pentagon is 40 millimeters. Just start your drawing somewhere in the middle. So you're gonna construct this line. This is gonna be your line AB, which is 40 millimeters. So measure 40. Okay, let's shift it to the little bit more to the side. Yeah, this is better. Measure 40 millimeters. So this is gonna be your AB. Your AB line, remember, is your base. Since we have the pentagon that is facing downwards, we're going to construct first the circles. Put your compass at A and B. Construct the first circle with your compass still at A and B. Just flip your compass like this. Then your pencil lead is going to be at B. With the same measurement, construct another circle. So with these two circles here, we have intersection point 1 and we have intersection point number 2. So between 1 and 2, draw a straight line. Draw it very, very light. There's my straight line. Then, since our pentagon, the orientation of our pentagon is facing downward, the third circle, it means that it should come up here. So we're gonna place a compass at 1, and with the same measurement of A and B, we place a compass at 1 so that we can draw the third circle that will pass through A and B. You don't have to complete a full circle, even half like this is still okay. So this circle that we just constructed here, it gives us 3 points, which is, we can call it point number 3, intersect with this circle here. It gives us this intersection point, which is going to be point number 4. Then we continue, give us this intersection point, which is going to be point number 5. With all these points here, what we're going to do now is to join them. So the next step is to join a line that will start at point number 3, passing through point number 4 to the circumference of this circle. With this one, you can use any ruler. Start at point number 3, passing through point 4 to the circumference of this circle. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna start at point number 5, passing through point number 4 to the circumference of this circle here. So let's go. Then these two lines here, they will give us this point and this point. So this point, we can call it C, where this line intersects with your circle here. This point, we can call this point C, and where this line intersects with this point here, we can call it D. Then from there, we can take B to C, just like that. Then A to D. Then we're gonna take our compass again with the same measurement of A and B. Then we're going to scribe an arc. You take the measurement of A and B, then you come to C, you scribe this arc here, then with the same measurement of A and B, come to D, then scribe an arc here. This point, it will give us E. This is going to be point E. So you're gonna join D to E, and then you're gonna join C to E. So this here, what we have our top view, which is the pentagon, but then there's a pyramid. You know, pyramid has a vertex. So to get that vertex, what we're going to do, we can see that this line here, this line 1, 4, E, is bisecting this line A and B. So since we want a center point, we can bisect any other line. So to bisect any other line, I'll choose line BC. So I'll just point my compass at B, take it to the center line here, then copy that measurement to this line BC. So to bisect this line, I already know this is the center point of line A and B. So I put my compass at B, take the center measurement, copy it to BC. So I'm gonna take this point here, this point, the center point, I'm gonna take it to D. So draw it light construction to D. Where this line and this line I just drawn here intersect, they intersect here. This point here is going to be my point O, which is going to be my apex. Remember, since while we are doing the pyramid, what we're going to do now is to take the corners. You know, all the corners of the pyramid goes to the apex. So E is corner, so it's gonna go to the apex. C is the corner, so it's gonna go away to 0. B is the corner, goes to 0. A is the corner, goes to 0. And D is the corner, goes to 0. It's already there. So we're gonna draw this in light construction line because we still need to section these lines. So our top view is complete. The next step is to get this XY line. You see from the base going up there, it's 15 millimeters. So let's measure 15 millimeters from the base to get our XY line. 15 to the base. Then that's gonna be your XY line. This XY line here, you don't have to worry about measurement. You can even fill it the pages, okay? That's your XY line. Then we're gonna take all the corners, corner A, B, C, D, and E to your XY line. Let's quickly take them. That's D, A, B, C, and E is there. Then, but to find the apex, we need to take point 0. So you take point 0, we're going to construct it a little bit long. This point 0 here is what's going to give us the height. We are given a height of 70 millimeters, so you measure 70. From your XY line, going up there, that's 70 millimeters. This is going to give you point 0, which is going to be your apex. Remember, all of this is your corners, so you take your corners to the apex. So take all your corners to the apex there. This one is hidden detail. Okay, now you have all your corners to your apex, so it means that now that's your front view, that's your top view. But then this front view here, in our front view we have the cutting plane SS. The cutting plane SS is 45 degrees from your XY line. It means from your XY line you need to measure 45 degrees and draw your cutting plane. So for us to do that, we're gonna take a 45 degree set square. Then we're gonna shift it to this point here, which is gonna be this point. So you're gonna put a 45 set square like this, shift it, then we're going to draw our cutting plane SS. So this is going to be our cutting plane SS. Then we can quickly draw the left view. So to draw the left view, you're just gonna take a space, or we can still take this 15 millimeters just to be consistent. Just take this 15 millimeters from this corner, then that's 15, project this down, like that. Then you have your X1 and Y1. Take the 45 degrees, project there. Then you're gonna take all these corners A, B, C, D, and E, project them to your 45 degrees. Remember, when they touch 45 degrees line, they change direction. So even your apex, take it there, project it there. Please take note how I'm projecting the apex. The apex, I'm projecting it as a chain line so that you don't confuse it with the other lines or other corners. So that's one of the reasons I'm using the apex as a chain line. And now that I have the apex, remember the apex gives us the height. So the height is at 0. So you're just gonna project this 0 to the apex. So 0, 0. So this is gonna be 0, 0. That's gonna give us the apex, and the base is here. So we're gonna take all the corners, project them to the base of our pyramid. So we have all our corners there. So remember, all the corners go to the apex. So you take all your corners to the apex. Please note that this left view, I'm drawing it with light construction lines because I still need to project the cutting plane and cut this view. So that's why I'm starting it light, then later I'll make it dark. So let's label our lines. This line AB, so it means here it's A, B. This one is apex, is already labeled there 0. This one is D and C. So this line is D, C. This line here is E. Then this line here is E. If you check this line, this one is C. Then this one is B. You follow this one. It's E here. Then A. Then this is D. Now everything is labeled. What you're gonna do now is to project our cutting plane into our left view. So the cutting plane is you're gonna take this point here, is between 0 and C. You're gonna take this one, 0 and B. You're gonna take this one, 0 and E. You're gonna take this one, 0 and A. Those are our cutting plane points. So I'm gonna use a different color so that you can see. But remember that you're not allowed to use color. It's only teachers who are allowed to use color. I'm only using color so that you can see. Otherwise, I'll be using a pencil. Okay, so you're gonna take this first point here, which is C. I'm gonna project it to my left view. Remember, C is between what? 0 and C, this cutting plane line here. So you're gonna follow it. What you're gonna look for here, it's C. So on these lines here, on these corners, you're gonna look for C. So C is here. Agree this line is D and C. So C is here. So you're gonna follow this line. It gives you what? C. Okay, let me recap. This cutting plane is between 0 and C. So you take this one, you project it across, then on your corners here you're gonna look for C. C is here, so you're gonna follow the C line, which is C. Then you're gonna go to your next point. This point is 0, is between 0 and B, so you're gonna project it this way, like that. So you're gonna look for B this side. You follow this line, you look for B this side. Where's B? This is A and B, so it means B is here. So this is B. Then you take your next point. This point here is 0 and E, so you follow it, you look for E this side, E is here. Then that's E. You take your last point, it's A. But then when you check this side, it tells you that your point A is this one. But remember, we are cutting a pentagon. So when we cut the pentagon here, we are missing one point. We are missing one side. You see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So we are missing one side. The one side that we're missing, remember, this cutting plane here is gonna cut at A, but it's not only gonna cut A, it's gonna cut A all the way to this point between D and E that we don't know what it is. So let's see, it's gonna cut here at this point A, this cutting plane, it's gonna go down. We're gonna take it here, it's gonna cut all the way down here. The point that we are interested in is this one. So we already have A, which is A, so we want this point here. So you're gonna take this point 45 degrees. Remember, when it touches your 45-degree line, changes direction, it goes up. So you have that point between D and E, which is between D and E, which is gonna be your fifth point. So now you have all the points that you need. Just join them together. C to E, BC, AB, and then D to here, and you have this. Then you can take your 45-degree set square, and then you're going to hedge your cut section. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cutting points. Then we're gonna do the same thing for the top view. We've already taken A, we project it down. It's gonna cut A here, come all the way down. Then we're gonna take the next one, which is E. We take this point E, we project it down. You see, also when you check this point at E, it doesn't show you exactly where it cuts E. So to get the exact point where this cutting plane here is gonna cut E, we need to use our left view to do that. So you're gonna take this E here, then project it to 45 degrees, then project it to your top view. Then we have this E, this point here. So E is gonna be here. This is where this cutting plane cut this E point. Then you're gonna take this one, project it down. So this line here is B. So check 0 and B. So 0 and B, this line cuts here. This is B here. Your another point is that one to C. You project it down, you check it cut 0 and C, you follow that line, it's here. So this point is C. Let's check. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So it means that we can join our cutting plane now. So this is gonna be our cut surface. So this E will come to this point between D and E. Then this one come this way. 45 degrees. Then you're going to hedge your cut surface. But remember that your cutting plane passes through point A, cut it all the way. So it means that this point here, this D, and all this top part is being cut out. So what you're going to do now, you're going to remove the part that is being cut out. It means this part from A going to D is being completely removed. So you're going to remove it, but you do not remove it to a point that I cannot see, or there's someone who's going to mark your paper cannot see that you constructed how you constructed your pentagon. After you remove it like this, just have this point very light, in light construction, to show that this surface is being removed. And then you have to highlight also your lines, your sides. So this side is going to be dark, this one, then this line is going to be dark, so those are the only sides that are going to remain after you cut. Those are the only lines that are going to be dark. So now let's look at this left view here. After you cut everything here from 0 to D, 0 to D, all of this part is being removed. So it means all of the top part here is being removed. You're gonna be left with only this E from the cut surface. So this is the only part that is gonna be left. So let me just highlight it more. So what we have here, we have a sectional top view, we have sectional left view, but we are not done. We still need to do the true shape. So to do the true shape, remember, the true shape must always be perpendicular to the cut surface. So not the cut surface, man, to the cutting plane line. So to do that, remember, we did this at 45 degrees. So we need to draw this perpendicular. So the true shape should always be perpendicular, because true shape, you are always standing directly on top of your cut surface to see it, how it's gonna look like directly when you're standing here. So must be perpendicular. So you're gonna take a 45 degrees a square, put it like this. We align it to our cutting plane, which is SS. Then we're gonna move it slightly backward with the use of our set square, T square I mean. Then you're gonna come with your set square. Then you're gonna take what? You're gonna take all these points A, E, B, and C, project them that way. So first we're gonna have our setup. this your set square on top of your cutting plane line. You're gonna shift it back, hold it there, make sure it does not move. So you're gonna need to remove our T-square now, so that we are able to draw this without any disturbance. So make sure that this does not move. Come with your set square, then you're gonna put it like this, then project this corner this way, then you're gonna come to the next point, project it that way, then to the next point until the last point. Then remember, we need the XY line. So what you're gonna do now, just gonna put the set square down here, then we're gonna shift this one this way so that we can draw this XY line. Please note that this XY line, try by all means that it should not touch your front view, so else it's gonna create a mess there. So project your XY line, is gonna be your XY line. Then we move. We also need to label this line. So going to label here, this is A, label it as A. This line here is E, label it as E. This one is B, B, then C, C. Then what you're going to do now, you can either use this sectional view or this sectional view here. It's still gonna give you the same results. If you start at A, plant your compass at A and onto your XY line here. Or you can use this view, you plant it at A and XY line. It should give you the same measurement, A, XY line A. So it's gonna be your A here. Then you're gonna go to B, B, XY line. Then you go into for B here. That's B. That's gonna be B here. Next one is C. You plant your compass at C. You open it to your XY line. Then you're gonna look for C here. C is here, so you're gonna come here, plant it at C, XY line, then make your point there. This is gonna be C. Then the next one is E. Gonna plant your compass at E and your XY line. E, then you follow it. That's your E there. Then the last point is this one between D and E. So you take this point, XY line, you follow it. Is this point here, this point between D and E. So you see this point between D and E is connected to A, so A is gonna be connected to this point, just like this. Then take your A to B. Like that. But then we are not done. Remember, we need to show that this is a section surface, so you need to hatch it at 45 degrees. Put back your T-square, take your 45 degrees T-square, then hatch. Hatch. So after you've done everything here, we have your sectional top view, sectional left view, and the true shape. When you're drawing like this, you are done. Thank you. But on the next video, we're going to look at different ways to do the cutting plane. Thank you.